Welcome to Techietalkee. Hello friends, in this video I'll explain you on how to write a program in Python to check if a number is prime or not. So for that first we'll have to get the input value from the user. So I'm using this input function to get the input value and I'm converting it to integer because input is going to return me a string object. And that input value which I'm getting from the user is getting stored in the variable val. Now I'm going to use this value to check if a number is prime or not. So for that I'm going to use the for loop. For now just let's keep aside this j variable. I'll let you know where exactly it is used and how we are using it. And what is the purpose of the for loop in this prime number check? We know that a prime number will be divisible by 1 and only by itself. So we are going to loop through a range of values to check if whatever value that is given by the user is not divisible by any other value. So by that we can check if a number is prime or not. So I'm using a for loop where I'm giving for I in range. So I'm using the range function here. I had already explained about this range function in my previous videos. So range of 2 comma val. So which means the starting value would be 2 and the ending value will be whatever value is inputted by the user minus 1. So this I variable is going to hold the values from 2 till that value. So for each iteration, I'm going to check if that value modulus I. And what does the modulus do? It is going to return the remainder. So I'm giving an if condition here to check if that val modulus I is equal to 0, which means that value, whatever is provided by the user, is divisible by any other number or not. That is, after division, if I'm getting the remainder to be 0, I'm using this variable j, which is just an iterator, which will increment its value by 1. And the print statement that I have given here is for our understanding on how the for loop and the if condition works. So I'm giving the value of I and the j to be printed here. This for loop is going to execute for the required number of times, and this j is going to tell us if the value is a prime or not. Finally, we have an if condition here, which is going to check if the value is 0 or 1 or greater than 0. What is the purpose of each of these conditions? Value is equal to 0 or equal to 1. We all know that 0 and 1 are not prime numbers. So I'm checking if the value that is provided by the user is either 0 or 1. In that case, it is going to print a message that 0 is not a prime number or 1 is not a prime number. Or we have this condition j greater than 0. The number that the user provided is divisible by other numbers also. In that case, I'm going to print a message that that number is not a prime number, else it is a prime number. Now let me give you some examples to show you how this code works. Enter a value. I'll say 0. It says 0 is not a prime number. So what happens if I give the value 0? Val is going to hold the value 0. Then it comes to the for loop. For I in range of 2 comma 0. So in that case, this for loop will not even execute. Then it will go to the if block. Val equal to 0. Yes, it is true. So this message will get printed, which will say it is not a prime number. And same is the case for 1. Suppose if the user gives the value to be 2. What happens is this val will hold the value 2. Then for I in range of 2 comma, it will be 1 because that is how the range function works. So it will not even go to this for loop. It will directly come to the if block. If val equal to 0, no. Equal to 1, no. or j greater than 0? No, in this case j is 0. So it will come and print the message saying val 2 is a prime number. If I give the value to be 3, so what happens here? My val is going to be 3. For I in range of 2 comma, it is going to be 2 here. Then if 3 modulus I equal to 0. So this condition does not satisfy. It will go to the print statement where it will print I equal to 2 and j equal to 0, because the value of j remains the same. And then it will come to the else block. Here val is not 0, it is not 1, and j is not greater than 0. So it will print 3 is a prime number. Say I'll give 7. So what happens is, I have entered the value to be 7 for I in range of 2 comma 6. So first, this value 7 modulus 2, it is not 0. So it is going to print the value I equal to 2, j equal to 0. And it is going to again continue with the for loop where I now becomes 3. 7 modulus 3, that is again not equal to 0. So it prints the value of I and j and then goes on with the next iteration where I will become 4. So 7 modulus 4, it is not 0. So it will keep going till 6. So this value of j has never incremented by 1. Finally, it comes out of the for loop and it gets into this if condition. So here the value of j is not greater than 0. So it comes to the else part where it will say 7 is a prime number. Let's give a number like 16. So the value of this particular variable val will now hold 16. So for I in range of 2 comma 15. So first 16 modulus I modulus 2 equal to 0. Yes, 16 is divisible by 2. So the value of j increments by 1. Then I'm printing the value of I and j where it says I is 2 and j is 1. And the for loop continues where the value of I now becomes 3. 16 modulus 3, it is not 0. So it will just print I to be 3 and j to be 1. Next, the value of I becomes 4. 16 modulus 4 is 0. So the value of this particular variable j increments by 1. So from 1, it increments to 2. And it will keep going on till the value of I is 15. So after that, it will come and check for the if condition. Value is not 0, it is not 1, but the value of j is greater than 0 because it is 3. So it will print 16 is not a prime number. So this is how we can write a program to check if a given number is prime or not. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any queries, you can reach out to me at techietalkee@gmail.com. Happy learning and have a great day.